I had always grown up with Siamese cats, and my boyfriend found New Leash on Life had some Siamese kittens. So he sent me pictures of them, and we were only going to get one cat, so we just named him Cheddar. Merlot didn't have a name yet. And then after we brought both of them home to foster, the other family changed their mind. They said they weren't ready for a cat yet. And so we had to come up with another name. And so at first we thought maybe Cheddar and Chowder, just because it sounds cute together. But then we thought maybe like wine and cheese, wine and cheese that, kind of go together. And we were like, well, they're red. It has to be like a red wine. And so we thought Cheddar and Merlot. And I think their names just fit them so perfectly, because Cheddar's a total goofball and Merlot is just chill and kind of hangs out and does her own thing. I think if you're thinking about fostering, then you should totally do it, because it's a good way to see if you're a right fit for the dog or cat, and see if they're a right fit for you. And even if it doesn't work out, you're taking care of an animal until they can find their forever home. So it's pretty much a win-win, I think. I don't think people realize how many animals are out there that need homes. And so they just go to the mall and see a puppy and decide, let's bring them home, without even considering, maybe looking at shelters first. Because a lot of people think shelters are just older dogs that, need a home for just a couple years, and you'll take the dog, fall in love with it, and then, they'll be older, and so you won't have as much time with them. But that's not the case, especially not with New Leash on Life. They get puppies and kittens all the time. I remember reading somewhere that when you get a puppy, that you should take a few weeks off of work, because they're a lot of work. It's like, having a baby. They need like around-the-clock care, making sure that they don't get into anything they aren't supposed to, making sure they go outside. And I know a lot of people just can't take that time off work, And so this past year, I think a lot more people started fostering animals and adopting animals, because all of a sudden they were home all day and they could take care of an animal. They finally had the time to do it. The only bad thing is now everyone's going back to work, and so all the animals are sad that they have to be home alone during the day now. But at least with Cheddar and Merlot, they can keep each other company. I think rescuing an animal is always the better option, because there are so many that already need homes. And I think it's always good to go through a rescue that is a no-kill rescue. So that way, you don't get your heart broken when you walk up and down the aisle, and just want to take all of them home, which obviously is not a good idea. I've been keeping up with some of the animals that come through with New Leash on Life, and there are some that have been abused, or are missing limbs, or are malnourished, and so they require extra love and extra care. So I imagine that would be probably really rewarding, to be able to see the animal, being really weak and then getting stronger and stronger every day. So already I had a coworker who was looking for a dog, and immediately I said, New Leash on Life. And so I pulled up the Instagram page, and we just started scrolling through, looking at the dogs that were available, and she already found a few that she was just in love with. So we're going to keep an eye out for some dogs for her when she's ready to adopt. And I would love to see more from them. Maybe more events out in public with some of the rescues up for adoption. I know it's been hard with COVID, so they haven't really been able to do that sort of thing, but I think that would be a good thing for them to do. That way, more exposure, more people seeing what animals they have that need homes. I think a lot of people go to pet stores because, they want a puppy. But I think they just need to know that there are options to rescue puppies as well as older dogs. So there's something for everyone. I guess I would say adopt, don't shop. There are whatever animal that you want, one of them will probably come through a shelter at some point, so just keep an eye out. I didn't think a Siamese cat would ever come through a rescue. I figured it was just, strays off the street that people were bringing in. And I just always love Siamese because I love their personality and how they'll talk to you. And so when the Siamese cats came through on New Leash, I was like, I have to meet these cats. And I don't know, it's just a good fit. So I think whatever animal you're interested in, I'm sure you can find one that needs a good home.